Sup YouTube, it's me, a boy BuaLock, the BuaLock, and this is my demonology guide. I've been asked many times to make new demo guide. Nothing really much changed, but I think this demo guide will be my most detailed guide I ever made. So if you guys enjoy it, please leave a like, subscribe, comment random thing. It helps the algorithm, so more looks will get to see this. Anyway, I will include the talents, rotation, like defensives, a bunch of things. I made a whole slideshow, not slideshow, but like in paint. You guys will see. Anyway, let's start with the talents. Talents are like this. Let me that and that. Okay, this is the talents. Pretty much, mostly I play these. You can remove these sometimes, go for more shadow bolt damage. But I personally like this one, Nightmare, because fear breaks 30% harder. It's 60 on the tooltip, but in PvP they nerfed it to 30%. You can also play with this, like Dark Pact cooldown by 15 seconds, like reducing Dark Pact CD. But I think in solo shuffle especially, this talent is way better because Dark Pact sacrifices only 5% of your current health, which is way better than 20%, especially in high dampening, when Dark Pact doesn't get... Dark Pact doesn't really get high volume in high dampening, so you wouldn't want to lose 20% of your HP for low shield when you can lose only 5. Okay, that's the talents pretty much on the right side. Oh my god, let me hide that too. That's the talents pretty much. We don't play Doom, we play Sacrifice Souls for Shadow Bolt and Demon Bolt damage. We play Wild Fiend and Spiteful Reconstitution. Implosion deals 10% increased damage. That's not for Implosion, that's for consuming a demonic core has chance to summon Wild Imp. So every time you use demonic core, you have chance to summon Wild Imp, which is pretty huge. So yeah, talents are same as before. In PvP talents, you wanna, like into casters, you can just remove Impish Instincts, go for Observer, and sometimes I also remove Obelisk and go for a Nether Ward. For example, you face Mage, Fire Mage. If you push up to Mage and use Nether Ward with Call Observer, they will take humongous damage on them. So yeah, sometimes I do that, but most of the time I play Obelisk with like that. But depends on what I face. Maybe casters I play Observer, sometimes Nether Ward. Nether Ward is huge into Destrolux too. So it depends. It depends what you face. Bill Lord, I haven't really had fun with it because it doesn't do much damage and melees just tank it, so I mean it stands still, but plus you need your teammates to stand in it, so yeah, I haven't really had fun with it. Shadow Rift can be useful to peel your teammates, but I don't know how. I mean, you can stun someone and Shadow Rift. Maybe you can stun healer, Shadow Rift him, and then fear him. That could be really fun. That could be really fun. Maybe I'll do that sometime. But this is the mostly PvP talents. Stat wise, I go for Haste, Versa, and Mastery. On this log, I'm missing some items. I'm missing weapon, bunch of things. I have tier sets, 4 tier sets. Head, chest, legs, and hands. Shoulders is normal item. You can craft the shoulders for little more haste. Haste versa, you get 400 each. So instead of 500, let me get in combat so I can actually see more stats. So you get like 500 haste versa ish kinda with crafted. You can go for bloody tokens boots, which is here. Gives you a nice haste versa. This one. So yeah, you can craft precog on one of your rings, or rings actually. I need to go there and show you guys. There is a fire ring. I have it on my other log. When you do fire damage, it does. It has chance to proc some damage, and usually it does like 3 to 5% of your total damage. So which is really good, especially for passive damage, right? So this one here, you wanna get that ring and this one. This one gives you haste mastery, that one gives you versa crit. Crit is but dealing fire damage has chance to ignite your enemies, burning them for additional 15k damage. That thing procs pretty often, especially in trees. In Shuffle too, it procs on all 3 specs. Demo procs with the Wild Fiend, Demon Bolts, Shadow Flame damage basically procs it. And Demo procs with this too, like the Gaze talent, because it does Shadow Flame damage. Affli procs with this, but Demo has way more options. It has Demon Bolt, Shadow Flame damage, Wild Fiend does fire damage. So yeah, all these things can proc it. That's for the items. Pretty much. There is also offhand that you can maybe get it, but you need to do lots of PV for it. So I don't know if anyone wants to do it. There is offhand that procs some damage too. Anyway, let's move to the rotation. Let's say Arena just opened. You wanna use Power Siphon, but you need to also watch for this. Okay, I'll explain later. But look at this. You have 2 imps now. If I Power Siphon, I get 2 demonic cores. But sometimes you have 1, and when you have 1, you get 1 demonic core. So you wanna do it when you have 2 imps. You get 2 stacks of demonic core. You wanna summon Wild Fiend, Doggies, then you Demon Bolt, Crimorphil Guard, summon Tyrant, Obelisk, Demonic Strength, and then you just dump your soul shards. And also Shadow Bolt nowadays got humongous buff, so you wanna use Shadow Bolt a lot when you are freecasting or you need shards. Outside of that opener burst, all you want to do is watch for your demonic core procs and use your demon bolts with it and dump your soul shards with the Hand of Cooldown. And you want to summon Wild Fiend and Doggies every time you get chance for it, but you can also wait for Wild Fiend, not for Doggies. Doggies I personally use on CD, but Wild Fiend you can combine it with Tyrant. So you can wait 15 seconds for Wild Fiend and then summon it with the Tyrant. That way it will increase Wild Fiend's duration and also damage. But sometimes when enemies low HP and like you don't want to wait, you can do this thing, but it's really hard to get off. So Wild Fiend has 15 second lower CD than Tyrant. So maybe you can summon Wild Fiend when Tyrant has 10 seconds CD left. And when Tyrant is ready, you still have Wild Fiend for 10 seconds. No, 5 seconds. And you need to summon Tyrant then, which will make your Wild Fiend duration increase. But if you fail to summon Tyrant in that 5 seconds, then your Wildfiend is gone. The safe way for that would be if you wait 15 seconds and then summon Wildfiend with Tyrant. That way you have 15 seconds to summon Tyrant. But I personally summon a Wildfiend and Doggies almost on CD. Fierce Wildfiend, Tyrant, and Grimoire Filguard you can do in opener together. Second one, you can maybe delay Wildfiend and summon Tyrant with it. And on the third one, you have all three of them ready. You have Wildfiend, Grimoire Filguard, and Tyrant again, which is huge damage and would be nice to use together. What else am I missing? Like, outside of that, you really wanna drop your shards with the Hand of Gul'dan, which will summon your imps. If you don't have Demonic Cores, Shadow Bolts are like really good right now. They are doing Shadow Bolt is doing 74k, sometimes 100k damage. This is tier set, but I think it's bugged on the training dummy. So this is all three of them together doing humongous DPS. My doggies, Wildfiend, Grimoire Filguard, and Tyrant. I forgot the obelisk. So that's pretty much it. Otherwise, when you don't have any of these CDs, pretty much you just drop your Demon Bolts with Demonic Cores and use your shards with the Hand of Gul'dan. And when you are free casting or you don't have either of Demon Cores or Demon Bolts, Demon Cores or shards, you wanna drop your Demon Bolts. I mean, spam your Shadow Bolts. This is a little confusing. Anyway, let me just go to the paint. I think it will be more easier to explain. So let me move here. Okay. Opener with all CDs. Okay. So Arena just started. You have all your CDs ready. You wanna use Power Siphon. Gives you Demonic Cores. Okay, 2 of them. Demonic Cores reduce the cast time of Demon Bolt by 100%, which means you have instant Demon Bolts and you have 4 stacks maximum. You get these stacks when stacks with you get these stacks with Demon Bolt. Wait, no, not Demon Bolt. When Dreadstalkers expire and Power Siphon. That is wrong. When Dreadstalkers expire, you get these procs. Wait, to Demon Bolts? Why did I type Demon Bolts? No. You get that from... you used to get from Hand of Gul'dan, but now you get from this. No. Power Siphon gives you that, and your doggies give you that. I don't think anything else gives you that. Dude. Dude, Demon Bolt gives you that too. Why did I type it there? Now I'm thinking of it. No. Okay, doggies and Power Siphon and Hand of Gul'dan can too if you use the talent. Okay, so the opener is Power Siphon. You wanna summon Wildfiend before your enemies even get to you. Then you can summon the doggies. You can like Grimoire Filguard here. But wait. No, you can't Grimoire Filguard. You use Demon Bolt to get shards. Then what you can do is Axtos 1 DPS, Grimoire Filguard another one. Right? Axtos I put here because you can double stun in the opener. So Wildfiend, doggies. Okay, Wildfiend, doggies, demon bolt. Let's say it's red 3 warrior. You stun red 3 with the Axtos, Grimoire Filguard the warrior. You summon Tyrant, which will increase all duration and damage of your Wildfiend, dogs, and Grimoire Filguard. Then you summon Fellow Belisk, which will increase attack speed of your pets. And then you wanna use Demonic Strength, which is basically Blade Storm for your Filguard, and does really good damage. So that is the opener you wanna do with all the CDs in the start. When you don't have CDs like Grimoire Filguard, Tyrant, Wildfiend, you pretty much wanna do, if you need shards or if enemies low HP and you wanna kill someone and you have Demonic Core, you can do Demon Bolt. If you need shards or enemies dying, you can do that instant cast only, and don't cast like hard. Don't use hard cast Demon Bolt. That's like 4-second cast. You want a Demon Bolt only with this, okay? And only if you need shards or your Demonic Core stacks are expiring. You can also refresh Demonic Core stacks with the Power Siphon, okay? So let's say you have 2 stacks of Demonic Core and it's about to expire. You can use Power Siphon and you get 3 or 4 stacks and duration will reset, so it won't expire. You wanna use Hand of Cooldown to dump your shards and summon imps. It does really good damage too on its own, but it also summons imps, and imps do like 4 or 5k damage per imp, which is huge. You wanna summon the doggies on CD. You can also stack the Dread Calling talent, but I just summon them on CD, which I pretty much do. Dread Calling is this talent here, I'll show you guys. This one. And Dread Calling does each soul shard spent on Hand of Cooldown increases the damage of your next doggies, Dreadstalkers, by 4%. This can go like 30 stacks, I think. 30 stacks. I don't know in percentage how much it is, but I wouldn't be there and stack this thing in hopes of one-shotting someone. It won't one-shot anyone, and it's better to use dogs on CD, I think, in my opinion at least. Wildfiend, Grimoire Filguard, and Tyrant. 1 minute CD for Tyrant, 45 for Wildfiend, 2 minutes on Grimoire Filguard. All 3 together is huge burst damage and damage increase, especially from Tyrant. It increases damage to all your pets. You can summon them all together in opener, and after it you can summon them together in 2 minutes. Till then you can summon Wildfiend and Tyrant together only if you delay your Wildfiend summon by 15 seconds, because Wildfiend is 45 seconds, Tyrant is 1 minute CD. And the next Tyrant, Wildfiend, you already have 3 of them, because 1 minute already passed, and in 1 minute you already have Grimoire Filguard. So first go, you do all 3 of them. Second go, you can delay Wildfiend by 15 seconds and use Tyrant with Wildfiend. And on third go, you have all 3 of them together. Also, when you don't have Demonic Cores and you need shards or you are free casting, believe it or not, they buffed Shadow Bolt so many times. It actually does 70 to 100k damage. So you can spam this. Does good damage, generates you shards. Also, if you get kicked on this, it's fine. You can still cast Hand of Cooldown and Demon Bolt. Also, one more thing I forgot. Getting kicked on Hand of Cooldown will lock you on everything. Okay, Hand of Cooldown kick will lock you on everything. Wild Fiend will only lock you on Wild Fiend because it's fire spell. Shadow Bolt and Fear kicks will lock you on Shadow Bolt and Fear. You can still use Demon Bolt and Hand of cooldown. So what you wanna get kicked on is either Wild Fiend or Fear or Shadow Bolt. You don't wanna get kicked on Hand of cooldown. That is big no. Here. Then we have Axtos and Grimoire Filgard. Grimoire Filgard, as I mentioned, is really good damage in opener, but you can also save it for CC or pills. Axtos is 30 seconds CD, stun and silence. It's silence if you use it while enemy is casting. So, and Grimoire Filgard is same. Also, I mentioned it somewhere here. So, as mentioned before, Grimoire Filgard is nice damage with Tyrant, but sometimes you can save it for critical moments. For example, to kill your teammates, you can use Axtos on Monk, for example, and Grimoire Filgard on Paladin. You stun both of them, and you can also use Shadow Fury, which is 1 minute CD, AoE stun, but it's cast. So sometimes before you finish casting Shadow Fury, someone is dead in your team. When on the other hand, Axtos and Grimoire Filgard are instant. If Axtos is like travel distance, so it's not like instant, but if it's melees and your pet is close to them, it's pretty much instant. You can also use it as kick versus casters. If an enemy is triple DR stun, so you guys probably see me. Let me just read so I don't mix it up. Triple DR stun, and use your Axtos on cast, they will get silenced. So you can use it as kick against casters, healers, DPS. If they have triple DR stun, you can still use it. They will get silenced. Cast will stop. So sometimes you probably see me using Axtos on healer when they are DR stunned. And I do that because to stop healing. I don't do it always, but if I see enemies like really low HP and healer is casting really big heal, I will use Axtos to stop the cast and maybe force some CDs from the enemy team, right? Because if I don't use the DR stun, also known as silence, they may get full HP and they may win the game. But if I do it, there is a chance I win the game. So that's why I do it sometimes, risking DR over killing and finishing game. Okay. The toolkit of spam CC. Axtos, Shadow Fury, Grimoire Filgard, Coil and Fear. You can legit CC someone for 20 seconds plus with this. I love to use Shadow Fury into triple fear, into coil, into. So what I do sometimes is, let's say I can't Shadow Fury or fear. I will use Axtos into fear, into fear, into fear, into coil, into Shadow Fury. That will CC enemy healer for like ages, and your team should probably kill someone. Also, what you can do is not most of the times, but sometimes I do it because some enemies will focus your pets too. So what I do sometimes is I coil enemy healer, run up to them, fear, fear, fear. So triple fear, coil, triple fear, Shadow Fury. And then if I see enemies really dying, I will fast summon the pet, like full domination into new pet, and I use Axtos. You can do same thing with the Eye of the Killrogue. That will summon your pet next to you, but sometimes that's too slow. So I just fast summon the new pet and just axe those DR stun, and maybe someone dies. Okay, Fear is Demon's best friend, unlike Affli and Destro. Because on Affli and Destro there is Immolate does really good damage, especially with talents we have and increasing Immolate damage, so it kind of breaks faster than Demo. And Affli Fears legit break instantly, almost like 1 second maybe. So on Demo, you don't really break Fears that easy. So you can spam it on enemies, like triple Fear DPS, each one triple Fear healer. It won't break as easy unless you guys are bursting the kill target and you fear it. But also you need to watch out for DRs, because if you spam fear randomly, then it will be DR'd, and if enemy pops CDs, let's say monk, right? Enemy monk, Windwalker, is triple DR'd on fear, and they pop Serenity, then you can't really CC them. So it would be nice if you use fears based on situation, if your team actually needs it, or like if enemy is popping CDs. On the enemy healers, I always try to use fears. Doesn't matter if they pop CDs or anything. You wanna be spamming fears on enemy healers on DR. Triple fear or double fear into wait for DR to reset, and then you fear again. Sometimes one fear is fine too, like you fear one time, they pop CDs, then you wait for DR and then you fear again. Shadow Fury though, Shadow Fury is really good. You can let's say you are standing in middle, there is 2 melees on you, and healer is picking, like healer, this is pillar, let's say this is pillar, and healer is like this, okay, picking in and out, right? You can Shadow Fury there, and they may think you are Shadow Furying DPS on you, and after Shadow Fury you just fear them, right? So it's pretty good. You can use that as CC chain. Did I forget to mention this? I don't think I did. I no, I didn't. I said it in the opener in the start of the video. So Power Siphon is on CD, gives you demonic core charges and increases your demon bolt damage by 30%. Demonic core charge amount is based on how many wild imps you sacrifice, up to 2. 2 is max. That's why I said in the start of video to watch for imps, how many imps you have, because if you use this when you have only 1 imp, you get 1 demonic core, which means 1 demon bolt is instant and free. But if you have 2, then you can use 2 of them, and you get 4 shards and 2 demon bolts. Pretty good. These inner demon talents summon 1 imp every 12 seconds, and imp lasts 15 seconds. As I know, it's 15 seconds. So you can have 2 imps in this start with this talent. That's how you get 2 demonic core charges. Yeah, next stat priority is Verse Haste Mastery, but I personally go for Haste Verse Mastery. All my looks are really low Versa, which is not great, but I'm okay with it. If I were you guys and you are just learning lock and don't want to like insta die, whatever, I would recommend you Verse Haste Mastery, but I'm playing Haste Verse Mastery. Okay, this here is affecting all three specs: Demo, Destro, Affli. Doesn't matter which spec you are. I'm just explaining basic like defensives. So basically, Dark Pact, like people say, I see a bunch of people say Dark Pact. I use Dark Pact, but I still died. Yeah, Dark Pact is 1 million HP shield, and its value goes down in dampening, because in dampening you get healing reduction, and also if you know, dampening reduces the shields and stuff like that, which is Dark Pact. So its value goes down in dampening and when you are low HP. So you want to use Dark Pact on high HP for more value, also known as shield. You can have it on 1 minute CD, but sacrificing. No, this is mixed up. This is opposite. Okay, ignore this. I'll just explain. Okay. 1 minute CD, 20% sacrifice. No. Was correct. Was correct. You can have it on 1 minute CD, but you sacrifice 5% of your HP, and you get same value shield, or short CD, 45 seconds, and sacrifice 20% of your HP. Shield stays same, so you get same shield, but the difference is 5% or 20% of your HP. In shuffles, I would recommend 5% because dampening is higher and you won't get really huge shields in late game, but you will lose huge amount of HP. So 20% HP lose for tiny shield, or 5% HP lose for decent amount of shield. Because compared to 5% and the shield you get, it's decent amount. But to lose 20% HP for like tiny shield, it's not really great. Then we have Unending Resolve, which is Lock's Wall. Reduces damage by 25%, but we have Talent, adds 15, so it makes 40% damage reduction. Also, you can choose 25% damage reduction with the reduced CD. 45 seconds reduced CD of your wall, which will make your wall 2 minutes and 15 seconds, okay? And also, if we pick this talent, your wall can be really, really short, but we don't really go there. Okay, we don't really go here. Okay, where we were? Okay, it also grants you immunity to interrupts and silence effects. So you may see some locks use it for recasting, especially like maybe Destro locks, to get out Chaos Bolts and finish the game. You can also use it sometimes when you see all game. 1 second. Like, let's say enemy team is whole, let's say 3 rounds. They never touch you. They're always going on your teammates. And you always end up rounds with having wall. Then you may use wall at some point to avoid these interrupts and silence effects, and just spam fear on your enemies to kill your teammate. Also, people are like, oh, I pressed wall. Wall is perfect at like 50 to 70% HP. You can press even higher. If you see your healers in CC and they don't have trinket or any other CDs to save you, walling high is better than walling at like 10%, 20%, or even 30%, because after all, it reduces damage by 40%. So if someone is hitting you 300k mortal strike, this 40% is nothing and you will still die. So wall high, if you see your healer is in CC, they have no CDs left, dampening is high. Sometimes I wall in high dampening, even at full HP, to make my healer heal the other guy and not me, and not worry about me, because it's helping the team. But I do that when I'm like mostly not the main target. So yeah, that will reduce the stress on your healer, makes them to heal only one target, which is pretty good, especially in high dampening, so they don't have to stress out healing like 3 targets. So yeah, that's about the wall. Then we have Dark Pact and not Dark Pact. Then we have a portal. As I mentioned, Dark Pact and wall gives you shield and damage reduction, but Warlock's biggest defensive is Demonic Circle, also known as Port. Most healers hate it. They say don't use it, blah blah, because most of them don't know how to play with luck. You want to basically if healer is in middle map and they are lining your port, that is bad, yes, but that's not your fault. I mean, you need to use your portal, and I'll explain why. So biggest defensive is Demonic Circle, because you can use portal to save up wall and pact in most scenarios. So for example, if your healer is about to get CC'd, you can port out, right? If you see it's RMP and they are setting like CC on healer and you're say on DPS, you can pre-port and basically save the go and line the enemies, which will allow your healer to save trinket and CDs and you to save wall and pact and cookie healthstone. So do not waste port offensively unless you are 400%, actually billion% sure that you will finish the game with that push. So if you see enemies dying and they are around your port, you can port in and maybe finish the game. But if you don't finish the game, then you are in big trouble because you don't have port anymore. So I would be careful using offensive port. But defensive port, it's really amazing. You can save a bunch of CDs for your teammates, for yourself. People say just wall, but if you port, you don't really need to wall because there is no damage coming to you. If you wall, you lose. If you wall, it's 3 minutes CD first of all, and then it reduces damage by 40%. So you still take 60% of damage. So let's say 300k Mortal Strike, you still take 60% of that. But if you port, you take nothing. You take no damage at all. You are lining enemies, so they can't do anything. So in most cases, port is equal to 100% damage reduction wall. And it's only 30 seconds CD. And with the talent Impish Instincts, you get reduced CD for that. So your port becomes like 17-18 seconds CD, which is pretty huge. Also, using Soulburn before porting grants you movement speed by 30%, was 50, and they nerfed it, and immunity to slows and roots. But this talent is bugged since Dragonflight beta, and some slows and roots still work on it. I'm not sure if I should name them, but I will anyway. So Warriors Hamstring slows you still. Warriors Shout, that slows people, but with PvP talent it roots. That will still root you. Mages root you. A bunch of other things root you and slow you with this talent, even though it makes you immune to those. But it's been bugged like that forever, and they never really care to fix. Hopefully they will in War Within, or I don't know, maybe not. Okay, Soulburn and Gateway. Okay, Gateway is really good for your teammates. Soulburn makes your Demonic Gateway instant cast, which is really good to use when you are under heavy pressure and want to get distance from enemies. So let's say two double melees are on you. You have no CD on portal. You are away from Gateway. Let's say you put Gateway in the opener, right? You put your port and your Gateway. Let's say you are playing here, away from Gateway, you can't use it. You Soulburn into Gateway, and it's that cast. So you can just port away. So you don't need to always play around Gateway. You can use that. Also, in most cases, if your teammates are targeted, let's say you play with Shadow Priest and they go Shadow Priest all the time, or it's Fissure Red Tree Warrior and they tunnel your healer, you can Gateway for your healer. So from you to your healer, and they will jump to you, which is pretty good. Helps them get distance from enemies. That's mostly good in voice chat and in trees. In shuffle, I have not seen. I played billion shuffle games in like 4 seasons, and I honestly have not seen more than 20 people to use Gateway. They think it's cosmetic or some toy or something like that. They never use it. So please, if you're watching this and you are not log player, start using Gateways. It's good. It helps you even your team. Gateway is huge. It is huge. So yeah, basically I'm just saying here that unless you are in moist chat or your teammates notice it in shuffles, LFG3s, people don't even use Gateway because they think it's cosmetic or only for warlocks to use, which is not true. Gateway is there for everyone, and it would be nice if they start using it, but they don't. Also, using Soulburn before Healthstone heals you 30% more and increases your maximum HP by 20% for 12 seconds. So you get 30% more healing and your HP increases by 20% for 12 seconds. Also, you can use Healthstone before using Wall or Dark Pact in critical situations. It's good, for example, like if you Healthstone before using Dark Pact, you get more shield because you had more HP. Right? Dark Pact works based on dampening and how much HP you have. So if you have more HP, because you healed with Healthstone, you get more shield, which is better. Also, you can Healthstone and port away. That will save you Wall and Pact for next go. And that will also save your healer from using big cities. So, Healthstoning and porting is safer than just porting. But just porting is really safe too, if your healer is around it. So Healthstone port, and then you can save your Wall and Pact. That depends on situation, and you will learn that by playing more and practicing and seeing situations. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So cookie before Wall Pact, port before Wall Pact, and Pact, cookie Pact before walling. Wall is huge, but it's 3 minutes CD. You can avoid by wasting it. You can avoid wasting it by using cookies or pacts before it. If you guys watch AWC, you see Mercy and Chanimal and other logs that play there. They always have wall, but they don't have cookie or pact because they prioritize wall over cookies and pacts because they are shorter CD, and wall can be really useful in late game. Yeah, I think that was pretty much it. If I forgot to mention something, feel free to comment so others can see and get good, well, improve. If you enjoyed the guide and was at least tiny bit helpful, please consider subscribing and liking the video. It's free. It also helps a lot to the channel, to me, to grow. Also commenting random stuff like, oh my god, huge chaos bolt, blah blah. I mentioned it before. It's helping algorithm. So YouTube will think, oh, this video is doing great. So it will recommend to more Warlock players to see this and learn if they want to learn to play Lock. And yeah, I want to thank you all for your support on Twitch, on YouTube. I appreciate that all. It's been close to 3 years, and yeah, I've been uploading non-stop YouTube videos. I probably have like 1.2k videos already uploaded, and all the comments and all that stuff is really nice that you guys enjoy it. And there is a bunch of people also joining stream or like meeting me up in like Durotar or Elven Forest, and they're like, oh, I just saw your video, it was really helpful, blah blah. I'm duelist already, I'm rival already. Like, hey, rival duelist, it's still something. It's huge for some people, which is really good. I'm not rank shaming, but I'm saying if you were combatant before and you are rival now, thanks to my videos, that means a lot to me. That means I'm not wasting this time uploading some stuff. It means it's actually helping Warlock community. So yeah, thank you all for that, and I'll see you guys in next video. Hope this was helpful and you guys enjoyed it. I think this was my most detailed guide ever. I had similar one for demo before, but it didn't have like stuns, fears, like defensive usage and like scenarios. So I hope this one was actually good. You guys enjoyed it. Hopefully it will help you guys play more. Also, Demo is fun spec. Okay, people say Demo is not doing much damage. Demo is control. Demo controls the game. Demo spams CC. Demo has healing reduction. Destro has too, but only if you cast Chaos Bolt and you have PvP talent. But Demo has that on default on bet. So Demo is more like support caster, which kills teammates and CCs enemies and controls the game, and also brings the healing reduction to the team. This guide was really long, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like, subscribe, leave a random comment if you don't know anything else to comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Much love, peace, peace, peace. Thank you, thank you.